Interest rates are the lowest they've been in world history. The U.S. can go a little bit lower. They're not zero yet, but in much of the world they are zero or even below zero. So we're coming to the end of this game. Yes, they can keep trying. Yes, they can buy more bonds. They can print money and buy bonds. The Japanese are doing that. This time is going to price a lot of people out of the economy because you print all the money, prices go up, there'll be a reaction somewhere along the line, a correction, but then governments are going to print more money and it's going to get worse. We've had 3 central banks in American history. The first 2 disappeared for a variety of reasons. In my view, this one's going to disappear too because they're making so many mistakes. It's astonishing who these guys are. They all are bureaucrats and academics. They don't know the world, and they think that they can save their jobs by printing money and driving interest rates to the lowest in world history. It's not going to work. It's going to end badly. But the worst part of it is, Gareth, you and I and many other people are going to suffer because these guys think they know what they're doing. Interest rates are the lowest they've been in world history. The U.S. can go a little bit lower. They're not zero yet, but in much of the world they are zero or even below zero. So we're coming to the end of this game. Yes, they can keep trying. Yes, they can buy more bonds. They can print money and buy bonds. The Japanese are doing that. The head of the Bank of Japan goes to work every day. He's a good Japanese bureaucrat, prints money as fast as he can. In his words, unlimited. I will print unlimited amounts of money. And he buys stocks and ETFs and bonds. Yeah, we haven't gotten quite to that stage yet in the U.S., but we can. But we're sure getting close to the end. All money is going to be on the internet eventually. In Japan, in China, you cannot take a taxi in China with money. You cannot buy an ice cream with money in China. Everything is already on the computer, and most other countries are working towards that end. Yes, governments love it. It's cheaper, it's easier. They love, and they have complete control. You have had too much coffee this month, and they're going to, because they love knowing what you're doing. So it's all going to be on the computer someday, but in my view, it's going to be government money. Governments like to lose control. They don't like losing monopoly. I don't think when the U.S. says, okay, this is U.S. money now, I don't think the U.S. is going to say, but if you want to use something else, you can use that money if you want to. It's not the way those guys think. All money is going to be crypto money, but it's going to be government crypto money. They will either outlaw or tax or regulate or something any competing money. That's what they've always done. At one point in England, the Bank of England made it an act of treason to use anything except their money as money. Well, act of treason, Gareth, means they execute you. Needless to say, most people reacted. They didn't want to be executed. So, these guys have the guns, they have the power, and they do strange things of which many of us do not approve, but they have the guns. I own gold, I own silver. I see inflation coming and getting worse. It's here already, it's going to get worse. And throughout history, real assets have been the way to protect yourself. The Bitcoin guys say, or the crypto guys say, we are the way to protect yourself. Maybe, but I'm an old peasant, and all of us old peasants know that when things go wrong, we better have some silver in the closet. We better have some gold under the bed. Well, the world's international medium of exchange is supposed to be neutral. It's not supposed to be like that. So many people are starting to say, well, we have to find something else. So they are now looking for something to compete with the US dollar. And for economic reasons, we are the largest debtor nation in world history. I don't like saying that, but I have to face facts. So for economic and political reasons, people are looking to compete with the US dollar, and that has always led to the demise of the world's #1 currency. And I don't like saying it, but I can see that the US dollar is going to have problems down the road. I own US dollars now, but I know what's going to happen. It's not going to happen in July. of 2021. It might happen in July of 2024, 25. The world is working in that direction now. When the pound sterling lost its status, it took a while. It took years, in fact. But eventually it happened. Nobody thinks of the pound sterling as anything now, much less the world's medium of exchange, a reserve currency. So it'll take a while, but people need to start realizing they need to watch, Titan traders to know what's going on so that they can start preparing for what's going to happen. The Chinese economy has certainly been the strongest economy in the world for many years, certainly much stronger than our economy. Our stock market has been stronger than theirs for a variety of reasons, mainly money printing. The Chinese have been more restrained. They still have interest rates in China. They still have real bond markets. But the U.S. stock market has been much better and bond market much better because of money printing. Will it be better? Certainly the economy will be better. I own Chinese shares, but I own them because they're down. The U.S. market's at all-time highs. The Chinese market is not. So I prefer to buy markets that are not making all-time highs, and China's one of those markets.
This time is going to price a lot of people out of the economy because print all the money, prices go up, there'll be a reaction somewhere along the line, a correction, but then governments are going to print more money and it's going to get worse.
And not everything is skyrocketing yet, so I don't see it a full-fledged bubble yet, but it will come. All the signs are there. Unfortunately, I'm not good at market timing, so I doubt if I'll get it right when to get out, but I see all the signs. We're probably getting near the end. The next bear market has to be the worst in my lifetime because the debt is so much higher. Now, Washington says, don't worry, won't be any more bear markets. We have things under control. Well, if you believe them, don't listen to me. They don't care about you, your children, your grandchildren. They think about their jobs. And the only thing they know is to print, and maybe buy more assets, sell more bonds. They don't care about you and me. The U.S. can go a little bit lower. They're not zero yet, but in much of the world, they are zero or even below zero. Governments don't like to lose control. They don't like losing monopoly. Our national medium of exchange is supposed to be neutral. It's not supposed to be like that. The next bear market has to be the worst in my lifetime because the debt is so much higher.